Oh, okay. Can you hear me okay?
We can.
Yep.
So I'd like to call to order the July 13th, 2022 meeting of the Board of Education. Welcome. I apologize. I am in quarantine. And by the new meeting law, I am able to participate virtually with you this evening. The first thing that we'd like to do this evening is to administer my oath and the oath to Sue Starr as the district clerk. Sue, can you assist me by reading me my oath?
Okay. Now raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the Office of Superintendent of Schools
the duties of the Office of Superintendent of Schools
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability. Thank you, Sue.
You're welcome.
Sue, would you please raise your right hand? Thank you. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the Office of District Clerk
the duties of the Office of District Clerk
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Thank you, Sue. I'd like to welcome our 3 new board members to go over near Sue's table, and we'll have you sign the oath after you have been sworn.
So all 3 of you are going to be sworn in at the same time, and this is what you're going to be reading. He'll read it to you, and you can follow after him. Just raise your. Yep, you can all stand here just so we can hear you. Raise your right hand.
We'll all say it at the same time?
Yep.
Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the Office of School Board Member
the duties of the Office of School Board Member
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Thank you very much.
So each of you will sign one of these. Put your name. There's a pen here, and then I'll have Dr. Bailey sign it.
Thank you. I wanted to remind everyone of some important components of the nomination and voting process before we begin with our election for president and vice president. It's important to know that during the nomination process, a member can call out the name of any nominee. A person can nominate themselves. A nomination does not need to be seconded. A member can be nominated for more than one office. A member can't nominate more than one person for an office until everyone has had the opportunity to make nominations. Nominees do not have to leave the room during the nominations. and when the vote is taken or when the vote is counted. And of course, everyone may participate in the vote. A member can decline the nomination during the nomination process, and if they do not feel as though they're able to satisfy the duties of the position, they should preferably do so before the vote is taken. And after each nomination, I'll repeat the name of the nominee and the position in which they have been nominated. In addition, if more than one person has been nominated for any position, I will call out the candidates in the order in which they were nominated. Each board member will only get one yes vote during the voting process. The first candidate to receive a majority of yes votes will win the election. Therefore, the first candidate to receive the majority vote, that means that there will be no further voting for a second or third or fourth candidate. Are there any questions about the process? Sue is going to assist me by telling me, as we cast votes, Sue will assist by telling me the count for any particular vote, since I can't see the entire board during the process. So first, I would ask, I'd like to call for nominations to the floor for the position of board president. I did, thank you. For president, I have a nomination for Teddy Reveley. Thank you. Are there any additional nominations for the position of board president?
You got a timer? He's looking down.
I'm going to ask the board to officially close the nomination process. And just so you know, this must be done by two-thirds vote of the board. So at least 6 members have to vote to close the nomination process. So we'll do 2 things. I'll ask that you all in favor say aye to close the nominations, and please raise your hand so Sue can see you.
Aye.
Aye.
Keep her hands up.
Everyone.
Okay. The nominations for president are closed. All of those in favor of Teddy Reveley for president, please say aye and raise your hand.
Aye.
It's everyone.
Thank you. The ayes have it, and Teddy Reveley is elected board president. I'd like to call the nominations from the floor for the position of board vice president.
Lena's raising her hand.
I'd like to nominate Kristen Hill Burns for position of vice president.
For vice president, Kristen Hill Burns has been nominated. Are there further nominations for vice president? I'd like to ask the board a member of the board to make a motion to close the nominations for vice president.
I make the motion.
Bray, is there a second?
I second it. We didn't do that last time.
All those in favor, please say aye and raise your hand.
Aye.
It's everyone.
Why do I feel like he's making this up as he goes along?
Where's that book we needed?
Thank you.
We had to pull it out that one year.
All those in favor of Kristen Hill Burns for vice president of the Board of Education, please raise your hand and say aye.
Aye.
That's everyone.
Okay, thank you. All right, thank you both very much. Would Kristen and Teddy please go over to Sue to take the oath? Teddy, will you go first? Please raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge
and that I will faithfully discharge
the duties of the office of School Board President
the duties of the office of School Board President
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Thank you, Teddy.
Thank you.
Oh, I gave you the one, sorry. So, 13.
Please raise your right hand. I do solemnly swear
I do solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and the Constitution of the State of New York,
and that I will faithfully discharge the duties
and I will faithfully discharge the duties
of the office of School Board Vice President
of the office of the School Board Vice President
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
Thank you, Kristen.
Thank you.
Teddy, as board president, can I ask you to take over with our agenda?
Yeah,
We're in appointments, number 3 on the reorg meeting.
okay. So I need a motion for one or all of the appointments.
So I'd like to make a motion for all of 3, A through W.
Okay. Do we have a second? Mr. McFerrin, do we have any discussion?
Yeah. In UU, I just have a question. Are all those people still gonna be with the district?
No.
Right, so do we need to amend that one before we?
He will be completing his work with us this Friday. So as a component of the reorg, it would,
So
We
we should
are-
leave them for now?
like, yeah,
We'll leave them for now and then have to
right.
amend next
Yes,
meeting.
exactly.
It'll be someone else.
Yep, and we're in the process, I think we finished up first round interviews for that new position today.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions or discussion? No? All in favor?
All right.
Aye. Need a motion for one or all. We have 4 through 19 that are left.
I'm making a motion through for all, unless somebody wants to call any out in particular.
No?
Sounds pretty standard.
4 through 19. Unless anybody wants any of them pulled out. Do we have a second? Mrs. Burns? Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion passed. Dr. Bailey or Sue, now that we're done with the reorg meeting, we have to start into our regular meeting.
That's
Correct.
correct. We would go into our normal regular meeting script, which is a call to order,
Okay,
pledge of allegiance, etc.
Make a motion to adjourn the reorg meeting?
all right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. So we adjourn the reorg meeting. And you did call the order of the meeting before, right? He called the meeting to order, so the morning meeting, we just need a motion to go into exec.
No, this is a new meeting.
All right, so we need to call to order the Board of Education meeting for Wednesday, July 13th, 2022. We need a motion to move to executive session to discuss matters leading to the appointment, employment, dismissal, or removal of a particular person or persons, collective negotiations pursuant to Article 14 of the Civil Service Law. Mr. Engel, Mrs. Burns, all in favor?
Aye.
We are in exec.